Nigerian heiress forced to marry in London. What happens when wealth feels more like a curse than a blessing? Amara Adenini, the only daughter of a Nigerian oil magnate, never imagined that her father's empire would cost her freedom. One evening in Lagos, she overhears her parents discussing a marriage alliance with a powerful London-based family, the Williams. To her horror, the deal isn't about love, but about securing international business ties. Torn between her dreams of becoming a lawyer and the heavy weight of her family's expectations, Amara confronts her parents, but their cold response leaves her breathless. "You don't get to choose. Amara, this is bigger than you." She feels trapped in a golden cage. Within days, Amara finds herself boarding a first-class flight to London, surrounded by bodyguards who remind her this isn't a vacation, but a mission. Her new reality is suffocating. On the outside, she's a princess wrapped in designer gowns. Inside, she feels like a prisoner dressed for execution. She arrives in London to meet her supposed fiancé, Adrian Williams, a young billionaire, CEO known in tabloids as the Cold Prince of London. His piercing blue-gray eyes hold no warmth, only calculation. Amara wonders if he's as unwilling as she is, or worse, if he's the one pulling the strings. At their first official dinner, Adrian speaks with flawless charm to their families, but throws Amara sharp, cold glances whenever no one is watching. To her shock, he leans close and whispers, "Don't think for a second that I wanted this either." For a moment, relief floods her until he continues, "But you're in my world now. Play your part, and maybe we'll both survive this circus." His arrogance infuriates her, yet deep down, a flicker of curiosity sparks. Is Adrian truly her enemy or just another pawn? Amara is moved into the Williams London mansion, a sprawling estate with halls that echo her loneliness. Everywhere she turns, cameras, guards, and strict rules remind her that freedom is a forgotten dream. Yet her rebellious spirit refuses to bow. One night, she sneaks into the library and stumbles upon hidden files about the Williams business empire. Something about the deals looks dangerous. Before she can read further, Adrian appears, catching her red-handed. His warning is clear. You don't want to get involved in things that can kill you. Despite his coldness, Adrian begins to show glimpses of vulnerability. When Amara falls ill from stress, he personally ensures she receives care, sitting quietly by her bedside longer than necessary. His contradictions confuse her heart. For the first time, Amara sees past the cold prince facade. She asks herself if Adrian is truly her enemy, or a reluctant ally trapped like her. And in that dangerous thought, she feels the chains of hate loosen just a little. Amara overhears a hushed argument between Adrian and his father. The words debt and dangerous investors stand out like knives in her chest. Suddenly, her forced marriage feels less about love or alliances and more about survival in a dangerous game. When she confronts Adrian, he finally admits, "You were never meant to be my wife. You're meant to be my shield." Her blood runs cold. Was she trapped to protect him or to protect their empire from enemies? Amara sneaks out into the bustling streets of London disguised in plain clothes. For the first time, she tastes freedom, laughing with strangers, tasting street food, blending in without cameras or guards. For those few hours, she's not an heiress or a pawn, just Amara. But freedom doesn't last. Adrian finds her before dawn, his jaw tight with fury. Yet, instead of scolding her, he whispers, "You could have been hurt. Do you have any idea what you mean to them?" His concern is confusing, but his eyes betray something more than duty. During a family banquet, Amara notices Adrian's cousin, Cassandra, watching her with an unsettling smile. Later, Cassandra corners her in the hall, hissing, "Enjoy your crown while it lasts. Queens don't stay forever." Amara realizes she's not just an outsider in this family, she's a target. Adrian brushes off her concerns. But when Cassandra arranges a near accident with a sabotaged car, Amara knows the enemy within is real. Adrian and Amara are forced to attend a gala as the perfect couple under flashing cameras. Adrian pulls her close, whispering lines that sound romantic but drip with sarcasm. Yet when the lights dim, their eyes meet in silence real. Unguarded, dangerous silence. For the first time, Amara doesn't pull away when he touches her hand. The world thinks it's a performance, but her racing heart tells another story. Adrian presents Amara with a cold legal contract. Sign this. It will protect us both. This isn't a marriage, it's a business deal. His words sting like betrayal, but Amara signs knowing resistance will cost her more. But deep inside, she makes a silent vow: if I must play this game, I will not play it weak. The wedding is days away. But Amara is no longer the caged girl. She's ready to turn the cage into a battlefield. The Grand London Cathedral is filled with royalty, politicians, and flashing cameras. Amara walks down the aisle in a diamond-encrusted gown, her smile a mask of strength. Adrian waits at the altar, his eyes unreadable. As they exchange vows, Amara swears she sees Adrian's hand tremble. For a fleeting second, she wonders if his icy heart is breaking too. The honeymoon suite is silent. Adrian keeps his distance, pouring himself a drink. While Amara stands by the window, they are married in name, but strangers in reality. Yet, as night deepens, Adrian finally breaks the silence. If you think you're safe now, you're wrong. The real game starts tonight. Amara discovers that Adrian is being hunted by ruthless business rivalsmen who will stop at nothing to control his empire. Suddenly, her marriage feels less like a cage and more like a battlefield. When Adrian shields her during a confrontation, taking a blow meant for her, Amara's walls begin to crumble. She sees him not just as a cold prince, but as a man fighting demons bigger than both of them. After a narrow escape from an ambush, Amara and Adrian hide in a safe house. Exhausted and shaken, their walls collapse. In the heat of the moment, Adrian kisses her not out of duty, but out of raw, unfiltered need. For the first time, Amara doesn't push him away, but just as quickly, he pulls back, whispering, "This can't happen." The taste of his lips lingers. But so does the sting of rejection. Amara learns that her own father knew about the Williams' dangerous debts before sending her to London. She wasn't just marrying for business, she was sold as collateral. Heartbroken, she confronts Adrian, but his silence cuts deeper than words. Was he in on it too, or just another pawn like her? Amara secretly begins gathering evidence against the Williams' enemies and Cassandra's schemes. She uses her sharp mind and legal knowledge skills her parents never valued to piece together the empire's dark secrets. For once, she feels powerful, not powerless. But Adrian catches her late at night with documents in hand. Instead of anger, his eyes hold something else. Fear. If you keep digging, you'll paint a target on your back, yet Amara refuses to stop. If I must be your wife, let me also be your ally. During a stormy London night, Adrian finally lets his guard down. He admits that he hated the idea of their marriage, but somewhere along the line, he started needing her. His voice cracks as he whispers, "You're the only thing keeping me from drowning." Amara, for the first time, she sees him not as a cold prince, but as a broken man. Her heart aches, torn between anger at his world and the growing tenderness she can no longer deny. Cassandra strikes at the worst moment. On the night of a crucial business signing, she orchestrates an attack, exposing Amara to kidnappers who demand ransom. Betrayal burns as Amara realizes Cassandra's jealousy runs deeper than anyone imagined. Adrian fights to protect her, taking bullets meant for her body. As sirens wail, Amara holds his bleeding form, whispering, "Don't you dare leave me now." With Adrian in recovery, Amara faces a choice. She has all the evidence she needs to walk away from the Williams empire forever. Freedom is finally within reach. But when Adrian wakes and reaches for her hand, his voice weak but certain, "Stay with me. Not for the business, not for the name, but for us," her heart trembles. For the first time, she realizes love has become her cage and her crown. Amara chooses not to run. Instead, she reclaims her power, standing beside Adrian not as a forced bride, but as an equal partner. Together, they dismantle Cassandra's schemes and rebuild the empire with honesty and strength. At their first press conference as husband and wife, Amara looks straight into the cameras, her voice steady. "I was once forced into this life. Now I choose it. Not at anyone's pond, but as a woman who refuses to bow, and for the first time. The world sees not just a Nigerian heiress, but a queen of her own making." If you loved Amara's journey, drop A in the comments and tell me, what would you have done in her place?